Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. My name is Zach Curtis. We're about 53 days out from Ironman PCB 70.3. It is March 14th. Roughly, what is that? 6.5 weeks from race day. So, month of March, really my peak month. Hoping to hit pretty consistent runs and bike peaks towards the end of the month before we taper out into race day. So we're about 26.5 minutes on this trainer, about 7 miles in. It's just a foundation ride today, about an hour, and then yesterday I hit 11-mile run and felt really good on the run. That was one of the biggest things that I wanted to focus on going into this prep, was the run. Because my last Ironman, Muncie, Indiana, I absolutely did terrible on the run. And looking back at training, my run was terrible. But we're trying to build the foundation for our 50-mile race at Leadville in July. So really been ramping up the miles on the run. So between the last YouTube video, I purchased a couple things to help me train a little bit better. So, got my first aero bike, tri-bike. Nothing too crazy. Just a nice little entry level. It's a Felt S22 with the aero bars. Shifters up here, which is nice. It was a little weird getting used to kind of leaning over like I am now. But as I keep riding on it, you know, it's getting a little easier. Purchased a Garmin Forerunner 745, I believe, and it's been wonders. Has a heart rate monitor. The watch connects to the trainer that I purchased as well, so I can track to see, you know, how far I'm going, what watts I'm pulling and whatnot. Right now we're sitting at 153 beats per minute at the heart rate in the aerobic zone. So feeling pretty good about that. And then, like I said, purchased this trainer, shoes with the clip-ins, bought a new Roka wetsuit, which I'm pretty excited to show you guys. I'm gonna try that out a little later on today. But yeah, like I said, we're just doing a foundation ride today. 11-mile run yesterday. This is a pretty big week for running. I'm gonna try to hit around 30 miles for the week, which will be the most that I've hit so far. With the run, I know that a 70.3 triathlon, it's only 13.1 miles, but like I said, I got a 50-mile race coming up in July, so I'm trying to integrate the two trainings. But yeah, just trying to you know, get the rides in, the runs in, and then nutrition's been huge. So if you guys remember, or if you're new here, in January of 2021, I started the prep for my first Ironman. I weighed 200 pounds, just disgusted with the way I looked. Wanted to get into triathlons to, you know, really change my image. Ended up racing Muncie, Indiana at 173 pounds. Since then, I have gone up to 180, which is fine. I still felt strong and looked good. But for this prep, I was trying to get back down, 165, 170. I felt comfortable racing at that weight, and yeah, I just look and feel better. Now granted, you know, running triathlon's not all about looking good. You gotta feel strong as well, so it's been hard trying to balance strength training and endurance training, but we're getting there. I'm lifting about twice a week, strength-wise, and so focusing on the hips, the glute muscles, trying to keep those strong as I can, because I had IT band issues in a marathon that I ran back in October, which really devastated that race. But yeah, we're gonna finish up this bike here, shooting for an hour foundation run. Got about 30 minutes left, and then later we jumping in the pool, trying out that new wetsuit for the first time. So, you know, I'll give you guys a review on how that goes. So let's go jump in the pool.
So I wasn't able to record much of the swim, but I did a 1,000-meter swim today. Took me about 15-16 minutes, which is good. First time in the pool this prep. But I wanted to show you guys my new Roka Maverick wetsuit that I got. So essentially a new skin. For the first race, I bought just like a cheap wetsuit that I think I found it on Amazon for like 40-50 bucks, and it was absolutely terrible. So I decided to invest some money into a new wetsuit. It was a little bit more expensive than what I wanted, but I think that it's going to do pretty well. Got in the pool, I was floating pretty good. So with that salt water down in Panama City, with that new wetsuit, I think the swim's going to be doing pretty good. Like I said, 1,000-meter swim in about 15-16 minutes. So I did 300-meter repeats and then a 100-meter cool down. So overall, feeling really well. Got to test out my new Garmin for the first time, and I think that is going to make my training a whole lot better, go to new heights. So as of now, I'm trying to plan out my bikes and my swims on the same day, and then my runs on the days that I'm not doing those. So I'm gonna start picking up the camera more often. I know I said that like every video, but I'm serious this time. But subscribe if you guys like this, and we'll see you in the next video.